Hi there, my name is Jacob Foster. I'm a supply chain student here on campus, and this is my last semester. But to give a little background on myself, I grew up in Orange County, California, and then when I finished high school, I started at LDS Business College, mainly because I wanted to be close to my brother. He was going to the U at the time playing basketball for them. I wanted to be able to go to all the games and such. So that, I'm a diehard Ute fan. So sorry, Cougars. It's not really much of a rivalry if we just win every year. But anyways, I'll, ride this winning streak as long as I can, but we'll see what happens in the next couple of years. But, we'll see. But anyways, to get things started off, what I learned most this semester started in the first couple of weeks. And the reason behind that was finding mentors as well as writing business memos. And the reason behind mentors is I was able to find a really good mentor, well, two of them. The first one was through Ecolab. It was a company that I heard of. I had a couple of friends that worked for them, and I just wanted to see what it was like on the business side of it. So I got in contact with this guy, Ryan Cushman, and he was able to share about a dozen emails back and forth with him, and I was able to learn just kind of the business culture, what they expected when he started, just all these different things, and he was eventually able to lead me up to the VP of supply chain over their healthcare division, which is James Stroop. And James, he started off as an industrial engineer. Well, technically he is still, but he's a supply chain now, and he worked his way kind of from the warehouse on the up. And so that was interesting to see, the engineering side of supply chain and kind of get that idea of, coming from the business side, how it's different but still the same. And so that was really beneficial, and it went really well. And then he was able to, give me an interview with the HR people there. Apparently he was impressed by me, we'll see. But then I was also able to get in contact with the guy Brant Malone through GM. I had a couple contacts with GM as well, and it was really interesting. I had a 30-minute conversation with him. I wasn't able to get any kind of interview or anything like that. GM is pretty tough to crack. They like to have experience, working 3 to 5 years, something where they don't have a ton of entry-level positions. But anyways, the main things I learned from these guys was that a lot of these companies, they're not expecting you to know everything. They want you to kind of have that, that supply chain degree. For me is just going to be a stamp of, okay, I learned, I worked hard, and I'm teachable. They do a lot of things very differently than, what we would do in a normal classroom. We don't really work in cars in a classroom, but we do learn different things with Excel and CP and CPK, different things like that could point us in the right direction. So that's pretty much what they're looking at. Someone who's teachable and just wants to move forward with the company. So that's something I'm really working. And they said the internship is one of the biggest things they look for. To give an idea, so I interned with Enterprise Rent-A-Car, which was awesome for me. And I was talking to these guys, and they said, yeah, make sure you have a paid internship that'll really teach you. And the reason behind that is they said most unpaid internships don't turn into job opportunities, and they don't teach you as much because they don't have as much connection to you. You're not paid, nothing to lose. And I was curious, so I looked it up, and yeah, based on NACE's numbers, 67% of paid internships turn into jobs, while only 30% or 37% of unpaid internships turn into a job. So do the math. So having a paid internship that'll teach you a lot is really important. And at my internship, I learned a lot about business memos and things like that, which was reaffirmed this semester. Being able to write, okay, favorable, unfavorable, quick response, and that's been so important when I have an HR manager, contacting me or something like that. Being able to respond in a excitable but polite way. It's led to several job interviews. I have one offer from INL. I have 2 soft offers. Right now, I just have to have an official final interview where they offer me a job, essentially, where they're all paying in the upper 40 to mid 50 entry-level positions, which it's not too shabby for business. And then the last thing, I'm over time a little bit, but was I learned from this semester as well as my own experiences, was even if a job pays a lot, you need to be happy in that job. I had an offer from C.H. Robinson this semester, and they wanted, to start me at the mid 50s, which was, it's a good salary for entry level position. But I show up to 7, to work at 7 in the morning. I get on the phones. I leave at 5 in the afternoon. I'm still on the phones. I didn't go to college to be, to work in a call center. Essentially, that's what I kind of let them know, and I declined their offer, just because it wasn't for me. And so I say, have a good salary, but find something that's for you. The jobs I'm looking at pay a little less than C.H. Robinson, but I'll be way happier in those jobs. So all in all, just finding good mentors, being able to write good business memos, having a good internship, and then finding the good job for you is what I learned this semester. Sorry I'm over time, but I felt it was important to say. Anyways, thanks. Bye.